Hello, Buckinghamshire. We're very excited about today's webinar, and we're looking forward to seeing you. We are expecting a lot of people to join us today. So we're just going to allow people to come in, settle in. A little bit of housekeeping. Chat function is disabled. Q&A is, you can ask questions in Q&A. We do keep the questions private because some people feel a little bit uncomfortable sometimes about asking questions in an open forum. So I'm joined by my colleague Hannah, who I'll be introducing to you in a moment, and she will be looking after Q&A as well as helping me and being part of the conversation. And if you're by any chance watching this on catch up, you will see a blue button on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. I call this the magic blue button. It's not really magic, but you are able to use that to chat and ask questions if you're watching on catch-up. So let's have a look. Oh, still got people pouring in. That's wonderful. My name's Sarah Bassett. I'm Head of Growth at Maybe. And we are here to introduce you to a very exciting programme of support to help you transform your digital communications. Sounds like a big sentence, doesn't it? But we're going to show you how simple and easy it is for you to use digital to drive growth in your business. And I'm joined today by the lovely Hannah Dove. Hannah, well, hello, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Great to see so many of you joining. And yeah, excited to, well, hear all about what Buckinghamshire are offering and what we're doing as well.
Absolutely. Have we got plenty settled in? Do you think we should get underway?
I think we should, yes. It's about, well, 10:02 now, so. And we're recording this, aren't we, as well? So even if someone's missed the first few minutes, the recording will be sent out anyway.
Perfect. Right. So, without further ado, hello, Buckinghamshire. My name's Sarah Bassett. I'm Head of Growth. I'm joined by Hannah. Hello, Hannah.
Good morning.
Hope you're all settled in comfortably. We're going to take you on a nice little journey to explain just what Buckinghamshire Council have sponsored you to have access to, and all the tools and the training that we have available for you. Now I can't get my slides to move. Oh, there we are. There we are. Worked it out. Okay, so digital, what is it? What do we need to be digital for? Well, you know, the challenge is that our customers are becoming more and more digital. We're wandering around with, you know, one of these bad boys in our hands. We're checking our emails, we're checking our social media, we're engaging on social media, we're on Google Maps or looking at Google My Business reviews, or we're, you know, just pretty much everything. And in my case, I've just had to go onto my phone to pay some money for my children's school dinners. You know, everything is becoming more digital. And as businesses, you know, we're busy. We're busy. We're opening our shops if we've got a shop or a premises, or we're, you know, welcoming our staff into work. We've got, you know, we're buying stock, we're selling stock, we're doing our accounts, we're doing the marketing, we're doing all of these different things. And actually, how much time and effort should we be putting into connecting with our customers? Oh, there you go. Typical. This is the typical person walking down today's average high street, although he does appear to be walking down the middle of the road. I'm not quite sure how safe that is. But in my case, you know, I've been just as guilty of walking around with my head in my phone. I've even actually walked into the odd lamppost in my time. We've all done it, haven't we? We are glued to digital. So how as businesses can we connect with these people in our places? I mean, this chap might have just got off the train locally. He's got a meeting. He's looking for directions, and he might be thinking, where am I going to pop in for a cup of coffee on my way? Is there a Starbucks, or is there a local cafe, or is there, there could be a million things that he might want to pop and do in a place that he's not been to. So he'll be on Google Maps. And on Google Maps, you've got all the pins with your Google My Business listings. And that's where he will go and be able to discover what's going on around him. So this is one of the reasons why we need to be, as small businesses, digitally present, so that this lovely young man can come and find us and discover more about the places in which we trade. And it's, it can feel really overwhelming. Where do I start? Do I start on social? Do I start with an email campaign? Should I have a website? What should I be doing? And what do I tell people about my business? And it all just can feel like it's just a bit overwhelming. The reason we need to do these things is becoming ever more apparent, because you've got 5 billion people using social media globally every single day. And yet in the UK, only 19% of businesses are actually engaging with them digitally. It's extraordinary, isn't it? I mean, that means that, let me do the maths, 81% of businesses aren't using digital effectively. And that's because, we all know it's time, it's energy, it's that feeling of overwhelm, it's that sort of factor of, oh my goodness me, what do I say? Taking social media, for example, our biggest question we're asked, isn't it, Hannah? What should I post?
Yes.
And people find it really difficult to be inspired. Well, stay with us, because we're going to be showing you how you can access all the tools and a little bit of training along the way to help you do just that and take the pain, take that overwhelm away. There we go. Keep pressing the wrong button for my sharing my slides. I'll get there in a minute. So the problem, there we go, just to reinforce the problem, the rapid adoption of digital communications surpasses most businesses' ability to adapt their processes. AI, we're going to be talking about that as well. AI is everywhere, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It was only 6 months ago that ChatGPT was even a thing. Now everybody seems to know about it. I'm still getting to grips with it. It's a magnificent thing. But actually, how do I use it for my business, or how do I use AI for my business? Well, we're going to be showing you some of the ways that we can help you. We have a platform where maybe we're a digital solution and a SaaS platform, which is software as a service. And we've worked with local authorities, UK government, High Street Task Force. We've also trained 25,000 SMEs over the last 12 months. And we have a platform that is going to help you take the guesswork out of connecting with your customers. We've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, we've got X, we've got TikTok, we've got LinkedIn and Snapchat and YouTube and Google My Business and Google and WhatsApp and Messenger, and it all just goes on. It's like, where do we start? So we're going to help you do just that. We've got a whole box of tricks that will enable this to be really simple and easy for you. Here's just some of the testimonials of businesses that we've been working with over the last 12 months. And you'll see, it's a whole range of businesses. This guy, Dan, Clicked is a golf software that he's just launched. This is a shopping centre. We've got a plumbing and heating company, a jewellers, cupcakes, anything you do, we are here to help. And it doesn't matter where you are on your journey. You might not have a Facebook page. Do you know what? That's fine, because we can help. You might be doing social media advertising and email campaigns, and you might know what funnels are and are using them, and have a sort of fully functioning CRM, which is a customer relationship management system. You might be really up there, but actually you really need some help with social media advertising. That's fine. It doesn't matter where you are on your journey. We are here to help you. I'm going to tell you about three businesses actually that we've worked with, all quite different stories, all ladies by some strange coincidence. But anyway, we're not chaps. You are also welcome. We're here for you too. Anyway, so this is a little story about the most delightful Italian lady called Isabella. And she and her husband have a cafe, small cafe on Putney High Street. They're in their 70s, I would suggest. Isabella, when we first met her, didn't even have a smartphone. So she wanted help. She wanted help to get customers into her cafe to eat her pasta. So we helped her do one very simple thing, and that's to get a phone, set up an Instagram page, and do stories. And she now has a queue outside her door every day. They sell out of pasta every day. They have a massive following, not huge on social media, but enough to drive people into their little tiny cafe in Putney. And she's really shy, actually, really camera shy. And she really thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to take photos of myself, and oh, I'm going to have to talk. And oh, no, just take pictures of your amazing food. Take the odd picture of a customer that doesn't mind, that's sitting outside your cafe. Give the essence, perhaps do a little story about recipe. And it's really worked for them, hasn't it? And she's now pretty much an Instagram superstar on Putney High Street. And lots of the other small independent businesses have been to her for help, which she finds hysterical. So, as I say, it doesn't matter where you start. We've got something to help you, and you don't have to do everything. Just do one thing at a time. And we're going to help you do that. Then we've got the lovely Sophie. Now, Sophie has a very beautiful shoe shop, and I don't go onto her website. It's dangerous. I think we've all got at least one pair of her shoes or boots. Anyway, beside the by, when we first met her, she didn't do social. She didn't have a website. She didn't sell online. She was just determined that people would come into her shop and they needed to try on her shoes to buy them. And it was all about in-person, one-to-one customer service. But she wasn't getting the footfall. But she didn't want to do social media either. I mean, she really dug her heels in, didn't she, Hannah?
Oh, massively. I remember when Polly and I first met her, and she just, was not really that interested. But we managed to convince her, and it obviously worked out for the best.
Yeah, and it certainly has. She's put the legwork in, hasn't she? I mean, she's got...
Oh, yeah, 100%.
She's worked really hard to get email addresses off her customers when they come in and buy. So she's been able to build a whole contact database. She knows who our customers are, what types of things they like. So when they come in store, she knows that last time they bought, they bought some cowboy boots. She knows what their taste is. She keeps, updated records. So she's got, she's really put the legwork in, because nothing happens by touching a magic button. She's also then worked really hard at Instagram. Now, again, she also is not very happy behind the camera, although her staff are very happy to do that for her. So here's one of her members of staff doing an Instagram live, which is, or a reel, could be a reel actually. But anyway, she's there doing. Now, to cut a long story short, and it took her 2 years to do it, but when she came out of lockdown, she had a whole load of stock that was now out of season. And she needed to be able to invest in new season stock. So we helped her put a social media advertising campaign together. And we're going to be talking about more about social media advertising because as part of the offer, there are a limited number of them. There are, on behalf of Buckinghamshire Council, there are some grants of £500 per business to invest in social media advertising, which we're going to help you with. So fingers on the buzzers at the end to find out how to get hold of that. But she spent £250 on one ad. And admittedly, it was a big sale. She was getting rid of her stock, but she took £50,000 in 3 hours. Now, that doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen. And actually advertising, she's now investing all the time in social media advertising. And she's also now got an online store. She's connected everything with Shopify. Bear with. And she's now doing 6 figures a week online. She doesn't actually trade very much from her teeny tiny little shop. She actually now does pop-ups in John Lewis, and John Lewis love her because her social media following is so huge that it drives her being there, drives footfall into John Lewis. John Lewis like that because not only do they buy Sophie's boots, but they also buy other things while they're there. It's win-win for everybody. So there's another nice success story. Do feel free to ask questions as we go along. There's a Q&A at the bottom of your screen, or if you're watching on catch-up, you'll find there's a blue button on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. You can ask questions in there, and we will come back to you as we go along. This is the last little story about a lovely girl who happens to be an ex-model, which is very helpful when you're on Instagram. And she's not camera shy, but she spends all her time dressing up in her stock. And it's just stories, reels. Don't worry if you don't know what those are, because we're going to show you and we'll help you do those. It's not as daunting as it might seem. But again, she's got, start off with 1 store, she's now got 2, and you see she's got 53,000 followers on Instagram. And again, she's doing 6 figures on her online store. I don't have to have an online store, but look at Isabella. She's the cafe. She's just got a queue outside. So no matter what you want to do or you want to achieve, social media is a really good way to start. And it starts to help you understand who your customer is. And it gives you those leads and those contact points with people that you wouldn't necessarily be able to go and find. And then you can retarget them and you can get them into an email campaign. And then you can start to bring them down what we call a funnel. Don't worry, we'll explain all of those and turn them into customers. Because actually, digital marketing is about business growth. And that's what we want to help you do. So we're going to help you to do that with our set of tools and the training. I'm going to show you how to do that. We just help you do your best work faster. So what have we got? We've got a social media planner. And this is kind of where we start on your journey. We'll help you create content. We've got some nice little AI tools, which I'll be showing you in just a moment. And you can manage all your content across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So we'll be able to help you with that. It's really simple to be able to post content in your social planner. And again, I'm going to be going off piste on a live in just a second to show you how that works. And then we've got social media advertising tools that are powered by AI. Again, sounds terrifying. It's so amazing. We can help you create social media advertising campaigns in less than 2-3 minutes, complete with A/B testing. And the AI also sits behind and makes sure that we've all spent the odd £10 or £20 here and there trying to boost posts on social media, and you get nothing back. And so the AI is basically sitting behind, making sure that your spend is put towards, well, your budget, if you like, goes to all the best performing content so that you get the best return on your investment. I'm going to, in fact, come away from that slide. I'm just going to go back a second. No idea how to go back. There we go. And I'm going to go back to here because I'm going to go off on a little demo, perhaps here, and show you how this works, I think. What do you think, Hannah? Should we be brave and go live?
100%.
Oh, Lord, this is where it goes terribly wrong. Okay. So I need to minimize my screen so I can find what I want. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay. So this is a Maybe account. And actually, a client of ours is very happy for us to share his account with you so you can see how it all works. They're a really interesting company, actually. They're a home improvements company, and they do windows and doors and shutters and, really lovely sort of household transformations, but particularly windows and doors and so on. And they've been using Maybe for a while because they really wanted to reach out and find new customers. And they absolutely love Maybe's AI. I'm going to show you why. Bear with me a second. I've just got to have a little cough. There's so many bugs going around, aren't there?
I know, I cannot get rid of mine. I've had it for about 2 weeks now.
I know. I'm sorry about my coughing. So let's go and have a play. So this is, I'm just going to go bigger so we can see. Right. So what is this thing? This is personalised AI. So this is all about helping you with all of that digital communication. What do I say to my customers? What do I talk about? Now, the first little menu is a whole load of different ideas. Now, we've put these together because actually there is an art to AI, as in what we call prompt writing. So what you ask AI, it very much depends on what you get back. So the more detailed you are and the more specific you are, the higher the quality response. So behind all of these headlines here are very complicated prompts that we've built already for you to make your life easy. So how about brand storytelling? I might think, oh, crikey, I wonder what is it? What do I do? What should I be saying? How can I enhance what I say about myself? So I'm just going to press go. I have to move us out of the way. There we go. So it's going off. Now, this is because we've connected to 7Views Social. This AI has gone off and learned all about them. What do they do? What are they all about? What's their tone of voice? What products do they deliver? And here you go. Look, straight away, within a few seconds. So to enhance the brand narrative, it's essential to focus on creating content that resonates with your audience and showcases the impact of your services on their lives. Here are a few tips to consider. So customer stories, share real life stories of how your home improvement services have positively impacted your customers' lives. Now, all 7View have had to do is plug in their social handles. No training involved. This has learnt who they are, what they do, and is giving really good ideas. So educational content, so about trends or tips for maintaining a comfortable home, or community involvement, so how you involve in the local community. That's always really a good way to get engagement, and all that kind of activity really resonates with the customer. It's important. Seasonal and event relevant content. I'm going to go with the sustainability. So I'm going to say, write me a series of Instagram posts showcasing our sustainable and eco-friendly practices. There you go. Give it a couple of seconds. Boom. It's done. Embrace the state, even with emojis for you. So simple. You can do this at the touch of a button. So we've gone from not knowing what we're going to post today to I've got 3 posts that I can choose from. I might want to do 1 a day. I can use them all. But it's all there for me. You know, making a difference 1 window at a time. Upgrade to energy efficient windows with 7 view home improvements. Take a significant step towards reducing your carbon footprint. You know, the content is fantastic. Let's build a greener tomorrow, starting from the windows of today. Amazing. Okay, so I've got 3 Instagram posts. Now I might want a blog to go alongside that, because actually we've got various different places in which we can communicate with our customers. Write me a blog to support this. Let's be specific, a 200 blog. So you just keep carrying on with the conversation. It's almost like your digital personal assistant. And because it never get grumpy with you or tell you to go away or roll their eyes in the air. You know, it just keeps going. It's very friendly, isn't it, Hannah?
Oh yeah, it's so friendly, but it gives you just so many good kind of hints and tips and some great content as well, doesn't it, to use? And so you haven't got that worry of thinking, oh my God, what am I going to post today? Or I'm struggling to think of ideas, or I need a bit of help. This kind of just answers all of that.
It's brilliant, isn't it? So let's go on to another idea. So here we go. Write great content. Okay, so we've come up with something a bit different. Let's go for LinkedIn, professional LinkedIn posts. Let's see what it says. Who knows? Amazes me every time. But you see how quickly we've created this content. I'm going to show you very quickly in a moment just how quick it is for you to actually just go, yeah, that'll do. I'll go and schedule that. It really is that easy. There you go. Certainly, as a thought leader in the home improvement industry, it's essential to share valuable insights and engage with your audience on LinkedIn. Here are a few content ideas. So there you go, given some ideas. Home maintenance. Here we go. Right. Right. Me. Email. Campaign. To include seasonal tips and advice for home maintenance. Why do we, I never always amuse myself by thinking, why am I actually speaking the words that I'm typing? I don't know.
I do that as well.
Does it help with the spelling? I don't know.
Probably. God, it's just so quick, isn't it? It's amazing.
Keep your home in top shape all year round with 7 view home improvements. There you go. Spring, check your doors, windows and doors for any winter damage. Summer, inspect your roof for any signs of damage. Autumn, fireplace and chimney. I mean, winter, pipes from freezing. It's just marvellous, isn't it? So let's go and should we do one more? Better ads. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Instagram ads. Okay. Target audience analysis. Oh, that's one of the things you need to learn about with social media advertising. How do you who do you target your advertising at? Okay. Provide some insights on Instagram, specific audience trends and preferences among younger demographics. Okay, they're interested in these in terms of preferences. That's interesting. So it's going off down the younger audience, but actually, you know, people are younger and younger now. I mean, I think people that are 25 that are buying their, you know, their homes, they're all going to be interested in these different things, and perhaps not so interesting for me at, you know, decrepit 50. But there you go. There's some great content in there. I think we're going to go off and actually create some content in our... I know what I'm going to do. I have a plan. Okay, I'm going to show you another very snazzy little tool. So that's your personalised AI. That will learn all about you and will help you write amazing content. It's your new personal assistant. And access to Maybe has been fully sponsored for Buckinghamshire-based businesses for 12 months. Our platform is normally £97 a month. So you have got that fully sponsored for you, and we'll give you the link on how to access all of this and get started at the end of the webinar. So stay tuned. So I'm going to go to another snazzy new tool that we've got called Social Media Calendar. And what we've got here is every single hashtag day. So National Pizza Day. You've probably heard of Mental Health Awareness Week. Who'd have thought there's a Toothache Day? Lunar New Year, World Day of the Sick, Student Volunteering Week, Shrove Tuesday. Actually, yes, I'd like to write something about Shrove Tuesday. I can't even say it. Shrove Tuesday. Write me a post. Now, this again is connected to your personalised AI. There you go. Happy Shrove Tuesday from 7View Home Improvements. Looking for a recipe to flip for this pancake day? Look no further. Whip up some delicious treats and upgrade your kitchen with our top-notch services. Let's make your cooking space as delightful as your pancakes. Nice. Now, I can choose to copy and schedule that, or I might want to say, no, it's not for me. I'm going to look for something else. So let's head down to June, for example, Bug Busting Day. Let's have a look at that one. So there, it will write you content for every one of these types of days and make it relevant to you. And don't dismiss this as a bit of a, oh, why would I want to be part of these conversations? Well, thousands of people are. And actually, it's a really good way of engaging people that wouldn't normally be seeing your content. It's a really good way of growing your audience and creating awareness. And also your followers, they don't want to be sold to all the time. They don't want another picture of a window or a door. You know, keep them engaged with different things. And it might be, you want to support a charitable day, or, bug busting, I think is great. Today, let's ensure your home is a bug-free sanctuary. Bugs and pests can be a nuisance, but our team is here to help you keep them at bay. Okay, so we want to post that. So I'm going to press copy and schedule. Come on, planner. Sometimes be a bit slow when I'm streaming it.
It's just uploading some great data.
I know. But you know what it's like? Every time we do a live stream, it decides to be a little...
I know. It loves testing us.
Yeah, it's like working with children and animals, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. I'm actually just going to go to this way. Social planner. There you go. There's always a hack round. So we're going to go to new. This is our social media planner, where you can see all your content that you've scheduled, and you can look at week and month view and all sorts of things. We'll show you around it. Don't be daunted. You don't come into your platform and then just go, we leave you to it. There are lots of training videos. There's lots of people that are here to help. We have live daily training sessions, which you can access really easily. And I'll tell you more about those in a moment. So don't feel overwhelmed. You've got to remember all of this. But we're just going to go back and we're going to create a post. And we're going to choose Instagram. And I'm just going to go paste. And there's my bug busting content, because it's copied it for me. I've been able to paste it straight in. I could add some more hashtags if I want to. I can write a little bit more content if I want to. But essentially, that's my content. So that's taken 2 seconds to do. All I want to do now is probably add an image. Now, I might have an image of bugs, but I might not. So we've also got image AI, and this is great fun. So let's have a team of ants carrying leaves back to the nest. I'm going to have 3 different ideas on that one. You can see there's lots of different variations. I'm just going to go for a photo for now. And let's see what it comes up with. Perhaps should have tried this one earlier. I have no idea what it's going to generate.
It always surprises us though, doesn't it?
There you are. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I could
That
go
is good.
back and I want a spider web and a window. You can just, anything you can think of, just ask it and it will create you some content. Once you've done that, you've chosen your image. I rather like him. Double click, press continue. And there you go. I'm ready to post my content. So we created a relevant piece of content around a specific day with an image. I can post it now, I can schedule it for later. I can get it to go out several times if I want to, or if I decide actually I'm not going to post it, I can delete it. That's just how simple it is. So we've taken a look at personalized AI that's helping you create your content, social media calendar, and then we come into marketing and we've posted some content. Now we've talked about email. You can set up email campaigns. We talked about CRM. You've got all of your contact database that you can attach into here. It really is a huge suite of tools that you can use. But the critical piece is this little person here. And this is what I call the magic blue button. And you'll see Hannah's lovely face. This is Hannah's baby. And you can ask us anything you like about either the platform or social media. So you might say, how do I do an Instagram story? Because actually, we don't all know that, do we? And it will come back to you not only with an article, but also with a video and anything, honestly, you can think of. Now, you might be having some technical problems, or you might have a really specific question you want to ask about a particular campaign, and you actually want to talk to a person. You can actually ask it, please, can I speak to a member of the team about advertising or whatever it might be, or email campaigns or funnels, or whatever the question you want to ask. And it'd be one of us, Hannah, we've got Danny, we've got a whole team of people that specialize in different areas of digital marketing that will come and help you. So you'll see it's saying use the Maybe Planner. Here's how to do it with a little video. And then also, if you want to learn how to do it inside the Instagram app, so that you can do it on the hoof when you're out and about, you can do that too. And then you'll see every article, there's a book now. And this is live daily support. So on Mondays, how to use the social media tools. Tuesdays, all about all of the other tools that we have behind the scenes, the email marketing, the CRM, how you can help your business get set up on Maybe. Wednesday is exploring all about AI. It's really nice, interactive, more webinar style. Thursday is how to get set up on AI-powered ads. Really, really good. Dip your toe in the water. And as I say, there are limited numbers of grants that you will be able to access to invest and dip your toe in the water with social media advertising on behalf of Buckinghamshire Council. And then Friday, once you've got up and running, then you've got a much more focused session on a Friday where you can be really drill down into specific targeting or audiences or, campaigns that you want some help with. So I think we'll go back to the slide deck. There you go, right on the right spot with our help. So I'm just going to click my slideshow, get us back up and running. There's our post. This is the AI ads that we were talking about. There are also a whole load of amazing blogs that you can find in our resources section or on the blog on our homepage. There is some really, really helpful content there. And we've also got a chatbot, which actually sits on front of site, but you can have one of these too. It's included in your package. Wouldn't that be nice to have one of these on your website? Just a data capture. Be able to, people come to your website, they want to ask you a question, put the name, the phone, and their email in, and you can then communicate with them. It's about driving leads. So we've got all of that for you too. We've got a whole suite of video training. We know that you guys don't have hours of time in the day. This is probably the longest session that you will attend in your 12 months with us. All of our content is bite size. So, we know that you might just want to know how to do one thing at a time. So everything is between 3 and 5 minutes long. So if you've got a little bit of time in between people coming in store, or you've finished work and you've put the children to bed, and actually you want to sit down at 9 o'clock and learn a few things about, how I can create a LinkedIn page for my business, for example, you have a whole suite of training in there. Then you've got the magic blue button, which I've shown you. And in here, you can also access your live daily support and a lot of the blogs. And then you can send us messages and ask for help. And, that's on 24/7. And yes, it's powered by AI. But as I've said, you can, if you're not getting the response you want, ask to speak to a human. And there's always somebody on hand. We're a very friendly bunch. This is asking how to do a thing. This is more about the support. Why am I going off here? I don't want to go off there. It's taking me onto a different screen. No. Oh, it's clicking a link in there, isn't it? There you go.
Yeah.
Content AI. That's another piece of AI that sits within our social media planner. Really good at writing more generic content. We'll show you more about that in the training. Again, it's got a blooming link in it. There we go. So all of these things, I hope we haven't mind boggled you too much. But, no more do you need to sit like this girl sitting, wondering, what on earth do I do with digital marketing? Should I send an email? Do I do a blog? Do I do social content? What should I say? What's my brand narrative look like? It's all there for you. We're going to help you on that journey and turn you into the Isabella or the Sophie or the lovely lady at Law & Co. There are lots of you. We've trained 25,000 businesses of every shape, size and description you can possibly manage, from PLCs to SMEs to sole traders. So there is something for everybody. And this is where you get started. As I say, we're a friendly bunch. There's me. Oh, different scarf today. I'm usually got the leopard print one on, haven't I? And Hannah down here, and here's all the rest of our lovely team, and we really are here to help. Unlike most digital platforms where you go to try and get customer support and you get nowhere, that's not the case with us. We are really honestly here to help. Normally when you come into the platform, you would have a choice of 3 different packages. You are all sponsored, have sponsored access to Social Plus, which is normally £97 a month. I'm going to give you a special link and invite you to have a call with either me or Hannah, possibly Danny, or there's another Hannah as well. And we will get you set up and give you a voucher code so that this is all free of charge access for you for the next 12 months. We'll also talk to you about the grants that are available and how you can get involved in claiming one of those. Here we go. We've got all the, if you're thinking about it, you're not quite sure, do feel free to head over to Trustpilot and have a look at our reviews. There are lots of them and people are very kind. Most of it talks about the fact that we are supportive and that's something we really want you to drive home. That's also got a link in it. There you go. So coming to the end now because we've taken up enough of your time this morning. And we know, again, you haven't got hours to spare, but we are going to help you use AI to automate your content creation. You can even use the AI to translate content. So if you're got audiences in France, or you are you have Turkish speaking customers, or Urdu or Hindi or any of those languages, any of your content, you can actually have it translated into that language. So come along to a meeting, we'll find it and we'll show you more about how that works. Get your AI to write your ads across a range of channels and access all the tools you need in one place, all with 24/7 support. There you go. There's the magic blue button just come up. These are the guys that we talked about. This is, all about you. So your sponsored package is worth up to £1,470. So that's £950 of tools and training. So that's our annual price for our Social Plus plan. You've got unlimited support sessions. You can come to daily sessions as often as you like. You can qualify for a £500 grant to invest in social media advertising. It does mean you have to do put a few things in place and done some training first, and we'll make that very clear. But it's really about getting your ads manager and your meta suite set up. That might sound like a foreign language. It's actually terribly simple, but we need those set up so that we can allocate your grant. You don't pay anything, but spaces are limited. I know there's lots of you on the call. I would recommend, given this is the first session, you get in there quick, because this video will be going onto the website and people will be able to access it anytime moving forward, and spaces will soon go, I can assure you. Here's our lovely team. We are absolutely here to help, so don't miss out. And here is, fingers on the buzzers, how to claim your sponsored package. maybetech.com/bucks book. So that's maybetech.com/bucks book. So head over there as soon as you possibly can. Get yourselves booked in. So it'll open up a calendar. That is this linked. Ta-da-da. So it is. There you go. So this is what you'll come to. Find a space in the diary, and it's literally 15-20 minutes max. We'll get you all set up one-to-one, give you a quick tour, show you where things are, and we're up and away. Any questions?
We've got one question, just asking about how much it costs.
Yeah, so absolutely no charge. Normally £97 a month, but there is no charge. This is fully sponsored by Buckinghamshire Council. So do make the most of it, because it's a really great offer. And we would love you to come and get some support and to meet you and find out more about your businesses, because, it's always really interesting. We talk to a fascinating array of people, don't we, Hannah?
We do. And we just have a question about the lives as well. So the lives run Monday to Friday, every day at 11 a.m. And they are, as I said, live. So you can ask questions along the way, have a chat with one of our lovely colleagues. And yeah, just get some hints and tips on anything you might need a helping hand with.
Excellent. So, here are another one here about the personalised AI. How does it work? How does it know? What do I have to do to set it up? So, it's really clever, and it is unique to Maybe. It's our new baby, actually. We're very proud of it. And what it does, a bit like, when you go to ChatGPT, for example, some of you may not have done that, or Bard, or there's lots of different ones, and you ask it a question, it gives you a fairly generic answer. We really wanted to help people create content that was relevant to them and in their tone of voice. It's particularly useful when you've got perhaps a medium-sized team. You've perhaps got 3, 4, 5, or even a big team of people creating email content or blog content or social media content or websites, all of that kind of thing. It's this great big machine. And actually, everybody will have a slightly different way of talking about the business. But actually, when you use the personalised AI and it goes off and learns about you from your website and from your social media, and it just means you've got that lovely brand consistency across all of your communications all of the time. And it helps you and your team do your best work faster. Because actually, you don't even have to come up with an idea. Personalised AI will do that for you based on topics that are relevant to your industry, based on, content that you've previously engaged with, based on your audiences. It's mind-blowingly clever. So I urge you to book in and come and find out more. So I think we'll just go back to, somebody's just asking for the booking link again. There you go, maybetech.com/Bucks book. You're more than welcome to tell other local businesses that that you think might be interested to head to book in or to come to the next webinar, or we'll be sharing this so you can share it with them. But the more the merrier.
We've had one more question as well. What information will Buckinghamshire Council be given about the businesses using the scheme?
They will be given business name and postcode. Other than that, any other information given to them will be based on any survey that you choose to complete or not complete. So yeah, there's data protection. We have to be very careful what we share.
I think that's all the questions.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, everybody. Thoroughly enjoyed this session. Hope you have too. Looking forward to meeting you when you book in for your call.